Yo, what's going on, Marvel fans? It's your boy Infamous, and today we're going over the Marvel Avengers 1.3 patch notes. We have tons, and I do mean tons, of freaking information to go over with you guys here today. And just stated even by the Marvel Avengers team, they say patch 1.3 is our biggest patch yet, our first major patch since launch, addressing over 1,000 issues you've helped surface, you, me, and everyone playing the game over the last 2 weeks, ranging from several progression stoppers to small graphical fixes. Again, this is going to be a huge patch, and that patch is actually live right now. It's a 10 gigabyte download, so make sure you have the space on your PlayStation, Xbox, Stadia, or whatever you're playing on. And again, be ready. This patch is freaking huge. It is enormous. But let's dive into it. As you guys can see, I've highlighted certain sections on my page to just kind of tell the big things I wanted to address with you guys. There's so much information in here that we have to go over, and I really can't wait to dive into it. So let's jump in, like the video up, check the video out. You guys know what to do, and let's dive into it here. So again, this goes over everything for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Stadia, and they did a lot of things fixing the Avengers initiative and campaign, just fixing a couple of the missions themselves. Starting it, I know a lot of people couldn't actually access the war table if they didn't play the campaign, so you know, you can now officially do that. They have fixed that issue. I guess it was also an issue with like infinite loading screens. They have also fixed that issue as well, and fixing a couple of the missions and kind of things within those missions, like the loot boxes. Right here, they fixed the occasional bug with the bridge and the mission house call, which didn't, you know, kind of prevented any progress throughout that mission. They also went through and just fixed more things like fixing holes in certain areas, or fixing like players falling through the maps and stuff like that we all kind of want to have fixed to physically play the game. Next up, they did fix a couple things in the multiplayer and matchmaking, from actually reducing the cooldown after leaving a strike team, because I believe there was a cooldown of like 30 seconds to like 45 seconds. They actually fixed that completely now, and we are good to go. There should be no issues with that now, as a whole, so that's pretty fantastic. It's cooldown to 4 seconds. Matchmaking now stays enabled during launch countdown to give players more time to join, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So just in case someone kind of misses the mark by a couple seconds, you can actually have them still join, which is really cool. They've also fixed losing quick match status, because people were losing that, and also just working on the quick match sense, because I was doing quick match a little bit here and there and it just wasn't connecting me to anybody, but now it looks like that issue is going to be fixed, which is looking really great. As far as the art and animation, as far as the actual characters, the art, the environment, stuff like that, they have fixed a couple of things that are clipping and popping. They also fixed where players could see out the world, which is really good. They fixed minor graphical issues and transitions, T-poses, ragdolls, stuff like that. They've also fixed the Captain America model for his front line, the kind of iconic suit, his kind of old suit, I guess World War II suit, essentially where his face was all bugged out. It looks good now. He is good to go. It is looking a lot better. They've also fixed Thor's Warcry outfit that would show at the main menu, even if you didn't unlock it. That has now been fixed. And they've also fixed Tony's armor to the correct Iron Man armor for the Alone Against AIM cinematic as well. And they also fixed a couple other things like faction NPCs, sprinting, and stuff like that with Black Widow, Iron Man, and other characters. So moving over to the user interface, which is gonna be like your war table and much more. Now again, I highlighted a couple of things in this section. First of all, approaching hackable terminals will, with a hero that likes the ability to hack it, will actually show and tell you why. So you actually get a reason of why you cannot hack a certain area. The war table icon is now different. They also fixed the eastern seaboard. It looks more like a city now too, so you guys can also see that. Based on player feedback, you can now see progress when being revived. So that is something you never could see before. If you were downed, you can never see how fast you were reviving. You just saw the green circle around you. Now you get to physically see that when you do die. And also based on player feedback, we have also implemented a 0 to 10 motion blur slider. When set at 0, motion blur is completely disabled. My bad, guys. Jumping down to combat, and again, there's more stuff in here when it comes to the user interface. Definitely check it out. I have a link to the entire thing for you guys as well. Combat has been kind of polished to a T. It's been like almost fixed in a lot of regards. I don't want to even dive into every single thing, but the really important ones. But they fix issues like control point lock-ons to warbots, flying enemies, and things of that nature. Also calming down the turrets, because turrets have been ridiculous. Fixing some issues with high frame rate for Hulkbuster issues. Also kind of kind of getting the issue where Adaptoids are just kind of doing the most. But jumping on Adaptoids, I want to talk about Assault Adaptoids tuning has been actually set, which is great because Adaptoids are freaking P. Okay, so they are less aggressive in multiples, because I had one mission where I even played and it was like 6 of them and they were ridiculous. They are less aggressive when the fire shield is active. Also, it triggers a small hit reaction when heroes are hit by the laser. It's also easier to dodge the lasers, so thank God. And fireball visuals have been updated to make them easier to see in combat. So they have been fixing and working on tons of things when it comes to just fighting enemies and enemies themselves. Right here shows the reduced difficulty of Embiggen Kamala being revived down to allies. They've also went and fixed Iron Man's hypercoil, which grants 10 more seconds within his suit, his Hulkbuster suit, and they've also fixed the wait, I can't even talk, Jesus. Invulnerability frames when entering the Hulkbuster suit has been extended. So they fixed a couple different things already here, which is really, really cool. So now I want to talk about the gear, the challenges, and rewards. This is a pretty big section. You'll see I've highlighted a crap ton of stuff. So first of all, they have fixed the issue with the fabrication machine, which would occasionally not reward an outfit. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. So now this issue is fixed, and if it does not give you an actual costume, it is going to give you it won't give you duplicate patterns. It's going to give you units now. If you have any outfit that you've already received before, you'll now just get units for it that you can put towards new costumes in the marketplace or your vendors. So lots and lots right there. They also fixed the issue, kind of want to address this, of your resources. I guess some people were having resources disappear. If you did have your resources disappear, please contact their customer service so they can get those issued to you. But they have now changed the max from 32,000 to 65,000, so you can buy yourself now tons of gear, emotes, costumes, the whole nine. They also resolved bad states and returning missing campaign outfits to users from a bug that was reverting them back to a locked state whenever you were kind of clicking on the triangle one. If you were viewing it, it would lock up the costume. Now those should be back. They are still working on some of the iconic outfits. Now, just checking myself, I had my Captain America Stark suit locked, and I had my Iron Man iconic suit locked. Checking my Captain America suit, my Stark suit is back in the game. It is officially back in my inventory. I have to check the Iron Man one. It may still be locked, but I'm really hoping that's not the case, but they are still working on that. They've also have increased gear power cap for threat sectors, drop zones, and hives at 130. So you'll be getting, stronger gear as you play. Also, exotic gear now have a higher attribute points. Power levels 130 plus. Exotic gear will always have better attributes than other rarities, which is expected. It's exotic. It's the top of the line. We kind of expect that. Also, it's saying here, I didn't highlight this, gear that was, being rewarded at a power 1 in uncommon rarity has been fixed, but this hasn't been fully fixed, as I've seen a couple people on Reddit who said that this has still been happening, where they'll get a piece of gear that's level 144, they'll get a gear that's level 1. So that kind of sucks. Faction XP goes to everyone now. It goes to everyone during the mission. So if you do anything for the Inhumans as well as Shield, you're kind of saving one of their people, everyone will get the faction XP, just not the person doing the mission. This brand new Hulk skin right here on the screen, you guys will see, is his new fractured outfit that is in the game. This was supposed to be here at launch, but now it is officially here. So if you get yourself a pattern, you should be able to get this skin as well, which is looking freaking cool. And also, based on your feedback, we are moving a single global content refresh, challenge reset, and daily reset. So they're kind of adding a different reset values for Marvel Avengers. So there will be a brand new time slot. So starting at the newest update being 1.3 that we're talking about here, the challenge will reset every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. As a token of our appreciation, we will also provide 22 challenge points per hero with the refresh to the account after shortened challenge period. These points will be available to claim until Thursday the 25th, so hop on your game and claim. So if you really didn't understand that, all you simply need to do is hop onto your PlayStation. Each character is getting 22 challenge points. Every single character is getting 22 challenge points. If you haven't beat the game, I'm sorry, but try to beat the game quick if you can. But if you're beating the game, hop onto your characters, switch between them, go to the challenge card, and you will get awarded 22 2 points, unlocking costumes, takedowns, credits, and much more. And also I want to dive into the more specific fixes that's being PlayStation, as I'm actually playing on PlayStation. They also have notes for PC, Xbox, and Stadia, but I'll leave that in the description for you guys to check out. But for PlayStation, they have fixed the bug where players will not be able to join existing lobbies if quick launch with any hero was selected. Also, they fixed optimizing matchmaking filters. They also fixed changing the matchmaking algorithm to reduce server load and further improve matchmaking times, and generally improved matchmaking invite functionality and bug fixes. So they have been working on a crap ton when it comes to Marvel Avengers, guys. There's even more known issues that they are working on themselves, and they are working on those like hard. So I do appreciate the Marvel Avengers team for dropping the huge update. I mean, 1.3 is massive, and they're fixing tons of issues. Even me playing last night after I updated it, it was feeling a lot smoother. I mean, gear was coming in like strong. Like I was getting some strong gear and much more. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Was all these patch notes very useful for you guys? Let me know. This is just a huge update, and I can't wait to dive in even more. If you guys did enjoy the video, again, give it a like, share the video out, and I will see you guys next time, Marvel fans. This has been your boy Infamous, and I am out.